Hello and welcome to the Power Circuits, a production of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This program brings you the latest updates, key milestones and performance highlights from the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI. I'm your host, Amara Agugesi. TCN is expanding the national transmission network through a combination of new infrastructure projects, rehabilitation works, and system upgrades through the World Bank-funded Nigeria Electricity Transmission Project, NETAP, and other donor-supported programs aimed at modernizing grid equipment and upgrading supervisory control systems. A lot has been recorded so far, and so we will bring to you a documentary on the achievements of TCN.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is the backbone of the nation's electricity sector. As the critical link between power generation and distribution, TCN ensures the efficient transmission of bulk electricity produced in Nigeria's power plants to distribution load centers across the country. In recent years, TCN has taken bold steps to stabilize, expand, and modernize the transmission grid. These achievements have not only strengthened Nigeria's transmission system, but also contributed immensely to improved economic activities and quality of life for millions of citizens. One of TCN's landmark achievements is grid stability. Nigeria once faced frequent system collapses, but through investment in modern infrastructure, better operational planning, and enhanced system controls, such disruptions have significantly reduced. As of September this year, there have been only 2 grid disturbances without one single system collapse.
The most important thing in TCN is to make sure that the grid is stable. Last year, we had a lot of issues with our grid and a lot of system collapse. We sat down, analyzed all these problems. We came out with a report on what we need to do to make sure that the grid is stable. The things we did, some of the old equipments were changed, some of the transmission lines were conducted, and some of the transformers were upgraded. That helped us a lot. Throughout this year, we don't have system collapse, and we pray God will help us to continue up to the end of the year. Also this year, we have installed over 80 number power transformers, which has never been done before. Out of these 80 transformers, 5 of them were 300 MVA. We have never installed 300 MVA in the grid, but we have installed 5. We have some in Lagos, Bauchi, Kano, and some other places. We also did reconductoring of transmission lines. All those lines that are old, we make sure that we change the conductor to a high capacity conductor. These things make us to sustain the grid with no any system collapse. On the other hand, TCN did a lot, like to make sure that the staffs have a good condition when they're doing their job. We build offices all over the tail region and even the sub-region. We rehabilitated control rooms, and we also did firewalls on the transformers.
The company has also expanded transmission capability to 8,500 megawatts, ensuring that a more reliable bulk electricity is effectively and efficiently wheeled from generation companies to distribution companies to deliver to their customers. This achievement reflects TCN's long-term vision to build a grid that is strong enough to support Nigeria's growing industries, businesses, and homes. Across Nigeria, TCN has completed new substations, upgraded old ones, reconducted some of its aged high-tension transmission lines, and extended new lines to underserved areas. As the substations and lines projects continue, from the Abuja Transmission Ring project, which has strengthened supply in the nation's capital, to serve completed and ongoing projects across the north, south, east, and west. TCN is expanding access to electricity and increasing bulk electricity access to all distribution companies nationwide.
We are at the NTA 132 kV substation. The new 60 MVA was installed. The current capacity as a result of this additional is about 130, as against the 70 megawatt that we have before the installation of this the 60 MVA. With this additional, we are able to feed Agor Palace Way, Amuwo Industrial, Lawansin, Ijesha Road, Agor Palace Way, Itire, Injection Substation. We'll be able to carry about 20 megawatts, 22 to 20 megawatts. We have Itire, Lawansin, Agor Palace Way, Amuwo Industrial, Ijesha Road, both Ikeja and Eko.
I'm Engineer Kuye EO, Senior Manager Lines under Lagos region. We are in Isolo 132 kV station. Yes, the job we carry out today is installation of isolator to the new transformer T2 that is installed in this station. The transformer is 60 MVA transformer. Yes, we have some community around this Isolo 132 kV station. First of all, Lagos International Airport will benefit. They have their feeder here. Idiaraba too, around this area, will benefit. We have the Isolo local. This local comprises of the local market in this environment, the Ladipo, towards Oshodi. And finally, we have the Mushin environment that will benefit from this transformer. Actually, the transformer that was there before was 30 MVA transformer. 30 MVA transformer, but in line with upgrading of TCN equipment, that one was removed, and the 60 MVA transformer was brought for us to install. That has been installed, placed it on pins. Unfortunately, the station installed isolator to the transformer on this bay had fault. So we have to replace it completely so that there will not be any problem by the time we energize this new 60 MVA transformer. By the grace of God, before the end of November, we hope to energize it. Both Eko and Ikeja will benefit from this transformer, because this station, if you look at it thoroughly, it's almost at the middle of how Eko and Ikeja West distributed the load of Lagos. So some part of Eko, Disco will benefit, and some part of Ikeja, Disco will benefit from this transformer.
International development partners, including the World Bank, African Development Bank, Agence Française de Développement, and Japanese International Cooperation Agency, have supported TCN with financing and technical expertise that have further impacted the company's operations. The ongoing systematic expansion of the company includes the modernization of its infrastructure, replacement of outdated equipment, and the execution of the smart grid technology to increase efficiency and reliability of the grid.
In that, the most important project we are doing is the SCADA, which is sponsored by the World Bank. We have gone far. It's over 67% of the project has been completed. Then in the other substations, we have also did automation to our old substations. And we have built also mini grids. We have put CCTVs for monitoring. This is what we are doing to make sure that we have modern equipment in our substation.
TCN's impact extends beyond Nigeria. As a key member of the West African Power Pool, TCN plays a strategic role in cross-border electricity exchange. Through interconnection projects with neighboring countries like Niger, Benin, and Togo, Nigeria contributes to regional energy cooperation, supporting stability, trade, and integration across West Africa. This positions Nigeria not just as a consumer of electricity, but also as a regional leader in energy development.
As at the time of inception, that is in 1976, we had only 5 MVA transformer, and we had one outgoing 30 kV feeder feeding Benin Kebbi Township with a load of less than 1 megawatt then. Consumption was not much. We had Niamey, 132 kV line, and Sokoto, 132 kV line that were commissioned in subsequent years, around 1984-1985. Presently, we have a 150 MVA transformer, plus the first and second 90 MVA transformer. The capacity of the station is now 2 by 90 MVA and 150 MVA. This 150 is dedicated to Niger, Niamey only. That is Niamey TS. The first 90 MVA transformer is dedicated to Sokoto. The second 90 MVA transformer is dedicated to Benin Kebbi and environs. Area of coverage is Benin Kebbi here, Sokoto, and Niamey, because Niamey receives supply from Benin Kebbi through 132 kV line. Same for Sokoto, and from Sokoto, 132 kV line is also extended to Talata Mafara in Zamfara State.
Central to TCN's progress is the Nigeria Electricity Grid Maintenance Expansion and Rehabilitation Program, known as NEGMAP. This flagship initiative focuses on 3 goals: maintaining the existing grid to reduce downtime, expanding transmission capacity to match growing demand, and rehabilitating aging infrastructure to modern standards.
Every region has their own program. They schedule Their maintenance, some of them is monthly, some quarterly, and some half quarterly. So every region has their own program and is adhered to. Anytime they want to do this, they make sure they inform the public so that it will not be an obstacle. And they have maintained this, and this helps us to keep our equipment healthy.
We are carrying out our periodic annual maintenance today and tomorrow. Today we are carrying out on this transformer, which is 100 MVA transformer. It's a yearly affair, so that we now check and see the condition of the transformer. And if there's any deviation, we can tackle it before it deteriorates. We have 3 technical departments: the system line, the electrical maintenance, the protection and control department, as the PCIM. So all the 3 departments are involved. So each department has its own job to do. The PCIM carry out stability tests and checks on their protective devices and relays. The electrical maintenance do the checking on the mechanical parts, maybe tightening of bolt and not changing of transformer oil, the water switch. While the system lines go around to check all the clamps attached to the terminal equipment. Yeah, so all the 3 departments involved are here. Bulk supply is taken to distributions from Abu here and being in the capital city. So we don't joke with that. So in terms of is it quietness or what have you, we are very, very okay. We attend to promptly, don't allow it to linger.
Through NEGMEP, TCN has already commissioned new projects, deployed advanced equipment, and improved operational efficiency. The program is ensuring that Nigeria's electricity transmission network is future-ready, able to support industrialization and long-term growth.
The capacity that this line used to carry was 145 megawatt before. So we have 2 lines that are paralleling each other. We are using one leg as a redundant leg, and that was why it looks as if nothing has happened. Right now we are using the other line, but this particular line was carrying 145 megawatt on the day this thing happened. It has power because we are foreseeing the fact that apart from founders, it might be tripping as a result of vegetation, might be collapsed tower due to erosion effect, and then all other things that can cause tripping on the line. So when one trips, we move to the other line.
From stabilizing the grid to expanding national capacity, from driving regional cooperation to implementing NEGMEP reforms, TCN's achievements reflect determination, innovation, and resilience. With each new substation, each new transformer installed, each reconducted or new transmission line executed, and each addition that translates to improvement in efficiency, TCN is powering the dreams of a nation, homes lit, industries energized, and opportunities created. The Transmission Company of Nigeria is taking steps in building a more resilient grid that powers the distribution companies to power you. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in a most efficient and effective manner.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) will continue to expand the national transmission network through a combination of new infrastructure projects, rehabilitation works, and system upgrades through the World Bank-funded Nigeria Electricity Transmission Project (NETAP) and other donor-supported programs aimed at modernizing grid equipment and upgrading supervisory control systems. Support these efforts, which aim to reduce transmission bottlenecks, support growing power generation, enhance bulk power delivery to distribution companies, and strengthen overall grid stability nationwide.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GenCos, to distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
You are watching the Power Circuits.
I would like to talk about a very serious issue, which is vandalism. Vandalism of our power network. This is a very serious crime that not only disrupts supply of electricity, but it puts our staff and the general public in danger. It is a very serious crime that those people that are doing it for their own selfish interests. And it draws back the economy, it draws back the activities of the power sector. The money we used to spend in order to repair all these towers that are vandalized, we could have utilized them to expand the grid and make more projects. But this money are spent just to repair something that is vandalized by some hooligans or unpatriotic Nigerians. I would like to tell Nigerians that these properties are our own property. They are government properties. They are not only for TCN. It belongs to all of us. We should make sure that we safeguard them. If you see anybody trying to vandalize any installation in your area, please do what you can as quickly as possible and report to the authorities nearby. That will help us to safeguard our structures and also improve the economy of this country. Because by doing this, we are bringing our economy down and we are making more wastages. And these people are just benefiting themselves.
The management of TCN is pleased to have you with us on the Power Circuits, bringing you greater insight into Nigeria's power sector. You can stay connected by visiting TCN's official YouTube channel via TCN_Nigeria. And we encourage you to support by following and engaging with TCN across all social media platforms. On Facebook, like the page Transmission Company of Nigeria. On LinkedIn, you can connect via Transmission Company of Nigeria. On X, follow the company at TCN_Nigeria. On Instagram, stay updated via at TCN_Nigeria. TCN welcomes your feedback and observations. Please send your comments to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more details about TCN's activities, visit the interactive website at www.tcn.org.ng or stay informed through a dedicated news platform at www.tcnnews.ng, designed to keep you up to date with developments in the power sector. We also urge you to support TCN by staying vigilant against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers, and substations in your area. Please report any suspicious activity to TCN officials or the nearest security agency. I'm your host, Amara Agugesi. Let's have another exciting time next week.